mga kababayan, kayo po ay nanonood ng La Cuatro edition ng Kababayan LA kung saan ngayong hapon makikilala po natin dalawang mga kababayan na gumagawa ng pangalan sa kanilang mga sarili sa larangan ng disenyo. One of them is a Filipino designer whose wedding headpiece was worn by Julia Roberts on her wedding to Danny Moder. Isa naman sa kanila, isang interior designer who was featured at the Pasadena Showcase House. Are you ready to meet them? At the heart of Westlake Village is an 1,800-square-foot showroom that houses a million ideas for people who want to beautify their homes. And at the heart of this place called Designs of the Interior is Gennaro Lagdameo, a Kababayan designer who has been featured at the prestigious Pasadena Showcase House.
You know, because again, people walk in here trying to get ideas. And it's nice for them to be able to just come in and help them, you know, like verbalize or articulate what they're thinking, because sometimes it's hard when it comes to design. You know, like you always start with an inspiration, and inspiration comes from every little thing. It doesn't have to be something that's always in the design book. You know, like you could be driving and you could see some, you know, like something on the street, and that becomes an inspiration, because that's basically what it does is it helps you kind of give you that lead into how to create the look. Like I'm looking at you right now, your outfit, you know, like that could be a nice inspiration right there. You know, like as far as pulling colors and you know, like in the design, and that's basically how it all starts, is from inspiration.
Gennaro attributes his keen eye for beauty to his Filipino upbringing and Catholic education.
There's actually a number of things, you know, like number one is because we are exposed to other culture, and I think I really attribute the fact that I went to Catholic school, and I, you know, like, and I remember even at an early age, they really teach us, you know, art is so important, and that's the one thing that I'm really hoping, you know, like the educational system right now, they really incorporate a lot of arts, because as much as kids sometimes don't think like it's an interesting subject, but it's one of those things that opens up a lot of doors. And I remember, you know, like even back then, at an early age, they teach us how to weave a basket. And, you know, like those little things, actually, now it helps us in appreciating, you know, like textures, appreciating colors, appreciating other things than just what's out there. So, yeah, being Filipino actually really does help a lot. It does, yeah.
But though he's got the design principles down, the challenge, according to Gennaro, is working with clients to make their visions of design come to life.
You know, what's very important in our profession is being able to make what the clients are trying to create happens. Because, you know, like a lot of times that's one of the bigger challenge when you're trying to create something for a client. I always say that's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. It's important for us to listen to what they're saying so we're able to create that look. One of the things that's a bigger problem sometimes is, you know, people say they like 18th century, but sometimes they don't really know what the 18th century looks like. So that's when, you know, like you have to be very visual. You have to really show everything, feel and textures and touch, to make sure that the outcome result is successful.
And that is just one unique appeal of Designs of the Interior. Owner Karen Schoner adds more.
What we have that other designers, independent designers, don't have is that we have all the resources right here. So we have a couple of hundred different resources that we use on a daily basis. We cover every style, every price point, so there really isn't anything that we can't do. Rugs, art, lighting, accessories, dough treatments, anything, top to bottom.
But let's talk about that right now. How is the market? Do you find that there's a lot of people needing and wanting the services of an interior designer, or do you think it's because of the so-called recession, people are on a tighter budget?
I think people want a good value for what they purchase, and I'm able to give that because we have all the different price points, but also because I'm a stocking dealer for all those resources. I get the best pricing there is. I get the same pricing that the giant furniture stores get, but people don't have to settle for something off the floor of a furniture store. We can order it custom for them. Most of our clients these days are wanting a great value, and we're seeing that most of the people that come in are people who have just moved or perhaps are remodeling and they need some design help pulling together the building surface materials and so forth, and then doing the window treatments and furnishings later.
Karen admits she doesn't have a design background, but working with Gennaro makes everything easy.
I love working with Gennaro. We've actually worked together for 3 of those 4 years that I've been in business.
And while they spent quite a bit to come up with a room like this, Gennaro emphasizes that beauty need not be expensive. In fact, a really good designer could and should adjust to the client's budget. And if you suddenly feel the urge to redecorate your homes after that, don't worry, because when we return, Gennaro himself will give us tips. Don't go away. Ang programang ito ay handog sa inyo ng US Bank. We're proud to serve California.